Hey everyone, here's my second lesson with Coach KD. Joining me for the lesson is another goalie named Mike. He saw the first lesson and wanted to jump in on the action. Today we worked mostly on simple movements, but also did a little rebound control work, as well as some fun with breakaways at the end. Now if you live in the Metro Detroit area and want to work with Coach KD, I have his email and website in the description. I've also put timestamps down there, so if you want to jump to a certain exercise, you can. Again, I'm going to let the lesson speak for itself, so I'll catch up with you at the end.
So while you guys are stretching, I'm going to go through the first drill. I just want to see where you guys are at using your stance for all your motions. First is going to be C-cuts forward, stop, back, stop, shuffle over, staying square. Keep a couple key points here. When we're shuffling, we don't want to have any additional movement that's going to throw us off, open up holes, take us away from our stance, or we can't make a clean save, or give the shooter something that they want to shoot at. From the dot, backwards, stop, forward, and again, shuffle over. Everything toes through your knees, hips, all the way through your shoulders. Stay square the whole time. When we shuffle, it's a lot of resistance on our blades. One of the things our body tries to trick us on is we're shuffling and we feel like we're square and our lower body starts to turn, so it's a little bit more of a glide than an actual shuffle against the direction we're moving with our blades. And so if a shooter sees that, they're gonna know right away we're not set, even though it feels like we might be. And then it can create for a hole or a bad rebound. You guys can pick who wants to go first. Forward, backwards, over, back, backwards, forward, over, back. One time and then switch it up. Yep. C-cuts back and forth, yep. Good, shuffle. Everything's still good. And back. Good, backwards. Forward, put the pressure on your heels. C-cuts back and forth. Good. And shuffle. Good. Movement's coming along, Mike. That looked really good. Let's go ahead and switch it up. Like I said, last thing to think about speed. It's all technique, speed comes later. Go ahead, forward. Good, let's get that glove up and hold your stance. Try to maintain that stance the whole time and now shuffle blocker side. Good. Yep, try to go all the way to the edge of the circle. Backwards. Good, forward. Yeah, that's what we're gonna work on, and shuffle. Good. Good. Perfect. The proper way to correct yourself in your stance as far as posture goes is to keep hands, stick blade, and head closer to your target, the puck, at any time. If anything's back, that's going to put your weight back on your heels, and now you're taking away that mobility. When you try to make that quick move, you're really going to feel it where you're coming back here. Yeah. And now you're no longer concentrating on just moving and watching the puck. You're trying to stay upright. Your butterfly is essentially the same thing. Your alignment from your knees to your hips to your shoulders forward, you're basically counterbalancing. Your weight should be on your knees where you can almost wiggle your toes freely. If you're back too far and it feels like your toes are like a kickstand keeping you up, you're no longer going to be able to be in that athletic, quick movement, quick reaction. You're going to be basically just trying to keep yourself upright. So it's a good way to correct yourself. Head, hands together, and stick should be closer to the puck than anything, and it naturally puts you in that position. But going back to the C-cuts, when we're going forward, our weight's more on our heels, and that's why going forward's tough, because you're typically in a stance on your toes. So now we got to transfer weight to our heels, but it's very important that when we do that, our hands don't come back, or else now our whole body's working against us. So with both of us, we're going to go over here actually, right to the boards. Just give yourself maybe 5-10 feet between each other, facing this way, the other side of the ice, and we're going to work on C-cuts. And by no means is it a race or anything like that, unless you guys got a bet on beer or something like that after. But what we're going to look for more is good control. Try to mimic what you're doing with one leg with the other. Now everybody's got a dominant side of their body. You're right-handed, can't right-left-handed. So I'm assuming both of you guys' right leg would be dominant, right leg. Like if you were to kick a ball, which one would you want to kick it with? More left? Just start with your more dominant leg. You're going to be more likely to make a more controlled push there, and then get your other leg to try to mirror what you just did with your dominant leg. So for me, I'm going to face this way. Just watch me. My right side's my dominant. So I'll start with there, a good cut out, push. Cut out, push. okay? Notice my first move isn't just pressing my heel in the ice, but it's pointing my toe outwards, and I'm drawing that C on the ice, and that's where it gets a C cut name for the pattern you create. Now, for your stance initial width, I think it's more goalies you see getting really wide, don't go there. You're relying so much on your inside edges, you lose all that mobility, especially if you need to just make a small shift, where if you're a little bit more over top, I say your knees should be almost with your shoulders and your feet should be a little bit outside of your shoulders. And then you want to just be in a good comfortable squatting position, not straining your muscles too low, just where you know if something happened, you can react to it quick. All the way to the other end of the ice. Good. There you go. Okay, so go ahead and freeze really quick. Mike's showing off a little bit. No, you're good. So when we push, the main thing is we want to get a little bit of power, right? So when we point out, that grind that you hear in the ice, that's my blade. I'm not really trying to press it as hard as I can, but I am going to put a little bit of power and intensity into that blade to point and pop that heel in. It's one of those things where you're going to really exaggerate the movement before you get it where you're just kind of doing it, because once you're doing C cuts in a game, you're just going. Okay, but right now to get a feel for those edges, we're really trying to exaggerate it, get a good push, feel how that whole blade works on our foot, get a good response from it, and then we can start adding speed. We got to go with nicknames or something here, guys. I'll call you Jones. Yeah. We'll go with Jones today. And it's a great jersey, by the way. It's pretty funny. I don't think I've ever coached a goalie in a referee jersey. I like it. Like, say, put myself in the position here. Say I'm right here, I stop a puck, my D comes up, it should be a harmless play. He ends up, it comes over his blade, he falls, gives away a pass, and I'm here. I don't have time to make a charge out to that guy and then find my stance. He could get that puck quick and just shoot it. So I need to C cut out and hold my stance, so at any given point I can drive down in my butterfly or make a save, take away the net to him, and be square. And that's where having that forward C cut gets you. If that puck is in a scoring threat and it's in your zone, you need to get to it, and you need to get a couple cuts out to it, but stay square. That's when you're using the C cut.
Yeah.
T pushes, there's nothing too much into it. It's just you want to make sure that when you're using it, it's a time when the puck can't be shot. You just don't want to get handcuffed in that movement. Now, as we know in hockey, especially in adult hockey, the beer leagues, defense doesn't usually come as a priority to most people.
What?
Exactly.
I didn't have it last night.
What's going to happen is this goalie is going to come out, the other goalie is going to stay still. You're going to get a shot down to this area. We're going to try everything we can to get the goalie that's receiving the shot to send it into the net that the other goalie is at. We want our eyes on the puck the whole time, feel the blade getting in line to the way that we're seeing that puck come at us, and then without striking it, you're just going to deflect it over to this area where Jones is at, and you're trying to cover it. So we're going to start out with you first. I'm going to bring the pucks over to your side, shoot. When I shoot to you, I'll bring the pucks over to there and shoot. Okay? Right out to the top. Go ahead and push. Good. Stance, low, and right there. Now, if it goes wide, all I want you to do is track that puck like it's pass going across the crease and just move to that opposite post. Ready, go. Try it again. Go. Good. What we're going to see here when you push is we're going to pop up. I'm seeing those shoulders get a little bit more from here. You're kind of coming up here, almost completely vertical.
Oh.
Okay. And so then when you're dropping, you're trying to drive everything back down, and it's getting your stick, if you don't mind me seeing yours real quick. When we do that, it's driving our stick out like this. And that's where a ramp happens. That's where it gets a little bit harder to make that save because there's a little bit less control. There's a lot more moving parts. Ready, set, go. Oh, you stood right up. You feel it? Go ahead. And look at that. Look at what happens. Just like that. Rebounds to the corner. Caught him off guard. Good job, guys. Here we go. Let's do a few more. Go. There you go. Good. Ready, go. Good. Let's do one more and we'll switch sides. Go ahead. Good. Let's go this way now. Yep, glove side post for both of you. Ready, set, go. Good. Go. Use that stick and try to get both pads down together so you're working everything at the same time. Ready, go. Good. You guys are doing a good job for the rebounds that are going to the other net, the indirect one. You're doing a good job getting a piece of it, but now let's see if it's a slow enough one if we can trap it and cover it, okay? Might seem kind of like a harmless play, a puck just floating in front of us, but if we can get a whistle, that's gold, okay? Ready, go. Woo! That was good. You're hiding something from us. So come into your glove side now. Try to smother it if it gets in close. Do everything you can to seal holes. Keep the puck in front of you. Try not to let it get under you in a blind spot where you can't see it. Go. No goal. Ready, go. Good, good. There you go, just like that, Jones. Ready, set, go. Good, try to cover it, good. Nice work. Good. Now one thing there that tends to happen, I mean even NCAA goalies I work with and stuff, they will tend to have a mishap with their stick where everything's working right, but it pops up off of their stick and almost goes into their own net, whether it's their glove or blocker side. And when we're doing that, typically what happens is we get a little bit away from moving our stick with our body, trying to keep everything square, head over top of it, and we start just swinging our hand. And when we do that, we open up these odd angles with our blade, and all of a sudden it's jumping through here, jumping over here to our glove side. So try to make sure everything's working together as one. So it's almost like hands, shoulders, core, everything's coming with your stick, then a swiping motion. And it'll help keep that blade more upright and limit jumps. Let's do 3 more and then we'll switch sides. Go! Good, 2 more. Go! Nice, good job. 1 more. Go! Good job. And now let's switch sides. Good job, both of you. Go! Good. Go! Good. That's where we're just seeing that reliance on that pad rather than our stick. Come to the top real quick and drive down into your butterfly and just hold that position. Let's do 2 in a row right to your stick and dial it in a little bit, okay? Ready? Move your stick appropriately. Good, 1 more like that. There you go. Now up to your feet and go right down into the save. Ready, go. Watch that angle, try that again. Good, better. Now go from the post again. Go ahead. Nice, good job. A few more. Go. So the next one, we'll see if you guys like me after this one. So how it'll work, the goalie up here is going to receive a shot low to their glove side. You're going to drop down, make your save. You're going to bring up your first leg that's going to push you to that direction, which should be your blocker, to push up and to push over. Doesn't have to be for speed, but try to get the technique right. What we don't want to do is make a save here, bring up this leg, and then finally get over there. Now you're going to turn, go backwards, work on your C-cuts a little bit, and stop. While that happens, the goalie in front, as soon as the save is made, is C-cutting forward, coming out, setting your feet, coming down, making the save, pushing, and turning. And we just keep going around the same way. Make sure when you get out of here, don't turn and face the boards. Try to get yourself comfortable on your edges to stay out here. If I'm playing a puck in a game, even if I'm just trying to stop it so the other team doesn't get it, I don't want to completely turn and blindside myself to 95% of the ice. I would rather see the puck coming in, turn, hold, and stop, and then come back. And so we want to get comfortable making those adjustments on our legs.
I've been doing that wrong.
Yep. I mean, it happens. You see the best goalies in the world still do it this way, but this is where all the action is. We don't want to be oblivious to it or blind to it.
That was good in 97.
All right. You can start right with me actually, yep. Ready guys, set. Good. Oh, right away, caught ya. You caught yourself actually. Ready. Good, move, good. Good, good pushes on those heels. Get to the middle, set your feet. Ready. Good. And make sure we get up with our power leg first next time. Now Mike, after you make your save, we're gonna push first with our right leg, our blocker side. So make sure that's the knee to come up first, okay? Ready? Good. Ah, you did it wrong. Do it right next time, that's all right. Good pushes, good, find your stance. Good. There it is, good, good. So, the main thing, even when we're doing a drill and we know we're doing it wrong, if I'm planting a seed to help you understand what maybe a more efficient way to do it is, and I see you guys right away recognizing it, you know, at least even if we're not getting it 100% of the time after that, it's starting to resonate with you that, hey, I gotta do it this way. So don't beat yourself up on it. I thought it looked good. Grab some water really quick. We'll come back and go the other way. You know, today and the last lesson with you, and if we work together in the future, it's, you know, we'll see the results. That's the goal. That's why you guys are spending time here. But it's also planting seeds, because there's going to be a lot of time that you guys are skating before you see me again, where hopefully you, next time you make a save to your glove side, you know I'm going to get up with my right leg first, and so I can move naturally that way, then make it a compounded movement where it's here, here, then go. You know, and stuff like that is what we're trying to work towards. Give you a couple good takeaways that'll help your game, and you'll be able to start seeing good immediate results. All right, guys, ready? In our stance and go. Good. Yep, that way. Yep, you're all right. Oh, it's a goal. Ready, set. Good. Keep that stick down, stick down. Shoulders with it, not this, okay? Start up again right there. Go back with me. Now the one thing, if you ever receive a shot and it's right outside of where you're initially at, where you drop down, there might be a little bit of a gap between the post and your body. We typically refer to it as a shift, where you just shift over and drive. You're almost dropping into that direction rather than trying to drop straight down and then make your stick or your foot cover all that extra space. Try to get your core aligned to it a little bit better. So if you notice it a bit outside your body, by all means move into it. Ready, set, here we go. That's better. Now we just got to get our stick to it. One more each. Ready? Good. Last one. So we got 8 minutes left. Overall, it looked good. I'm going to bring that net back into play. We're going to have a little bit of fun here for the last few minutes. Each of you will be at a net, and we can switch back and forth. But I'm going to come down on a breakaway. You won't know who I'm shooting at. So if I'm coming down that side, say Jones, you're in this net, Mike, you're in that one, and everything that you're seeing is I'm shooting on him, still try to follow it. Still try to make sure you're holding your angles, okay? Restart every time, regardless which net you're at the center of your post. Do a quick check. You can look down to see distance between your feet to the post are about the same. You can put your hands out to make sure you're about the same. If you're off, you're gonna notice it right away. Give yourself a good restart. Then when I come down, wait till I'm actually coming in towards you. Make one good push out, and then just follow it. Ready? Challenge. Come out, hold your ground. Good, good, good. Follow it. Good. One more thing I'll tell you real quick, then we'll get back to it. It's exhausting to move our body every little bit that puck moves. You know, if we see that puck moving and we're doing all these little movements, we're worn out before it's time to even make a save. You can move your head with a lot less energy and still know exactly where the puck is. So when it's far away and you're sensing, your instincts telling you it's not quite time for me to be ready to make a save, but I still need to be in position, do a lot of the movement with your eyes. The focus is a puck, but you also want to have kind of a soft look of the whole picture. In this position here, Toes towards you, shooter's not in a shooting position unless they were to shuffle the puck at you. But as soon as they bring it back to their heel, or they bring it back to their toe, back to their side, and they open up their forehand, that's when we know they can shoot. That doesn't guarantee they're gonna shoot though. A really good shooter will do that to try to fake you and then drag you out of position. So we wanna kind of combat it. The best time to react to a shot is when it's released from the stick, because the player no longer has control, it's committed. Challenge out. Good. Good save. Challenge. Got you back on your heels. One more. Here we go. You guys both stalled out. So, talk about that real quick, we'll do one more round. Toughest thing about being a goalie is being patient. So we only have so much room to work with. If we only challenge out so far and we don't get really aggressive with that challenge, show a little bit more net to shoot at, we limit ourselves from how much we can retreat back to our goal line and still have a little momentum without actually burying ourselves in the net. But if we only have 5 feet to glide, if we glide any further, we run into the post, we're out of room. Ideally, we don't get caught where we stop and then have to move from a standstill position. We can glide, and then when they go one way, that momentum we created can carry us towards that post. So let's challenge out a bit further and try to glide back and use that momentum without getting dead, okay? Challenge out hard now, here we go. Challenge, hold your ground, hold it, hold it, hold it. Now start to back up. Good, much better. And then you can come across with it. That looked better, guys. Try it again. Challenge out, really get out far, good. Hold your ground, wait, wait, wait. Now start to move, good. Almost had it. Try a couple more. Set, challenge. Hold, hold, now start to go. Good save, one more. Set, challenge. Hold it, now go back. Good. Oh, come on, one more. Last one. Challenge. Good save. That's better. How you guys feel? Good. Okay. So, the main thing, continue to get comfortable on your skates, using shuffles, C-cuts, a little bit of T-pushes. Don't limit yourself to, okay, I'm in the crease, that's my area, that's the only place I'm gonna stay. The more you can get a little bit more confident and mobile around it, the more you're gonna be able to be impactful as far as controlling your area, commanding your crease, making good saves. Do work outside of your comfort zone a little bit more. Worst case scenario, you give up a goal, it's drop-in, it's whatever, but you learn from it. You know, just like in anything, anytime you make a mistake, it's an opportunity to learn how to do it right the next time. So put yourself out there to make that mistake, and then you'll start to say, okay, this is too far, this isn't far enough, this is a gray area. I'm gonna minimize that gray area and know where I can get and where I can't. Yeah, because what you don't wanna have happen is basically you're camping out just inside the blue paint, just off your goal line, and everything is, okay, I'm here, and last second, I have to make this quick movement into it, almost like a soccer goalie diving at it. Where here, you really fill the net, and then as they're coming in, the gap's getting tighter and tighter, and you get more over top of it, and you can move with your eyes, and then you commit your body to it when it's time to do so.
Try to make a skate safe.
Right, yeah. So if you can find ways to kind of make it more of, this is my definition of success today. I'm gonna work on depth, I'm gonna work on getting my stick to the puck. Every shot that comes to me towards my stick, I want to make sure I try to get it to the corner. I rotate with my body. Every shot that comes that's out by the top of the circles or it's a breakaway, I'm going to get out of my crease a little bit more. I'm really going to challenge. I'm going to start to get a little bit more confidence on my skates to get out there and be able to manage that space. That's where your game will evolve. So find like the little things in it that you're improving on and build, and eventually you'll get yourself to be more well-rounded. I mean, that's why you guys are taking time out of your weekend to come out here and enjoy the hobby, and then also what can I do to make it simple and find ways to improve. Yep. So let's get the pucks picked up, and I think pretty good job with you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
So there we go. I hope you liked the video. This has been by far my longest one, so I hope the timestamps helped. But if you watched the entire thing, I sure hope you got something out of it like Mike and I did. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to get in touch with Coach KD, look below in the description. Thanks again for watching, and have a great week.